Hi, double check it's yes. Hi. Why am I talking to you? I'm excuse me. I'm videoing in response to not so much Nikki's chat last night, which there was an abundance of technical difficulties, and I'm working. Someone's very kindly offered to try and help get it in a way that it can be transformed to the main Given to Live page, and hopefully that'll happen, and as soon as it does we'll put that up there. But I'm responding to what Nikki wrote, and I'll add, this will be above this video. In what she writes, there are the words that somebody said to her: "You are too damaged." Now, I can speak only from my experience. I'm 51 years old. I went through different forms of child abuse, some very overt, some very subtle. I first went into therapy in 1996, totally by mistake, because I went into rehab for alcohol and drugs. And when I say by mistake, me being me, I just assumed I'd walk in and come out 6 weeks later and some sort of magic would have happened, and I never thought about it twice. But we used to have group, we used to have one-to-one therapy. Then I realized that I needed more help and went into secondary treatment. In all, I was in treatment for over 7 months, and we had group therapy twice a day, therapy once a week. I continued in therapy overall, I would say, for at least another 10 years. I am still affected by the trauma. I think the word damaged, whilst it might be true, it is less kind than saying that you're carrying trauma. You're still carrying trauma. Where I've got to in my life, I see my trauma acting itself out quicker than I used to. That does not mean that I am now a Zen Buddhist, the calmest person in the world. Everything is sorted. Those of you who know me know that whilst I have an office, I would rather not work in an office because it's quiet, and part of my childhood was being punished by being in silence. So to be sat at a desk on my own in the quiet, I feel like I am being punished, even though the piece of work I could do or be doing is the most important, the most fun thing I could be doing. So those who know me in this area will see me in one of two coffee shops with a phone or a laptop, and they're kind of my secondary offices. I just want to say to you, Nikki, particularly, and you, Ellie, you're not too damaged. What you are is two people who carry the trauma of 12 years of domestic violence. I know from talking to you how horrific it was at times. Domestic violence is never good. What happened to you was horrific, and yes, there's a lot of healing to do. There's a lot of trauma to look at, and there's a lot of trauma to work with. We live in a society that, on the whole, asks us to be positive. So I went through this, and look at me, I'm a stronger person. That doesn't necessarily equate, because if being a stronger person means we're avoiding all our stuff, and the way we deal with it is by, getting hammered every weekend, are we stronger people? Have we dealt with our stuff, or are we just managing to get through 5 days until we can get wasted, to put it away? What I know from talking to the two of you, you're brave young woman. You're both young compared to me. You've been through a hell of a lot. You've been you've been through more than people should ever have to go through. I can't tell you how much I'm touched by how open you've been, how courageous you've been. I can't tell you how much it means to me that you've been open, that you've been talking to people, that you've opened doors for other people to say, hey, this happened to me too. And you can't make anyone go into therapy. I can't make anyone go into therapy or to read the correct books, or well, I say correct, the ones that are going to help heal. Listen to the right poetry, go to the right workshop, the one that's going to resonate and go, that's where I do the work. This is the bit that needs healing. What I know about you two, you're women. You've been hurt tremendously by men. And I'm a man speaking to you, and I want you to know, as a man, that I don't see you as victims, I don't see you as damaged, I see you as two ladies who need healing, and I don't see you as any less or any more than any other female. As this says, as you know, the reason, as you both experience why we do it, you both matter. You both matter to me, you matter to so many people who have followed your story on Given to Life. And it's not for me to give advice, but to the person who said to you, you're too damaged, maybe the words, you have a lot of healing to do and I'll be by your side, could have been a lot more helpful. Nikki, Ellie, to me, you're superstars. You're brave, you're courageous, you're beautiful women, and I personally am very grateful I got to meet the both of you. So thank you both so much for being part of Given to Live's life, and I can't say any more. Thank you.